Hello again, guys and ladies. Welcome back to another Trespasser video with me, TheIdiot. Today we're going to be looking at, well, what looks like the retail game, but in actuality we're playing a very early version of the game. This is build 55, and we're going to be checking out Industrial Jungle. This is coming at the request of a user on YouTube, whose name I, of course, can't remember, but I'll put the comment up right here. Bam, there it is. You see that? Cool. Alright, so thank you for recommending this level, or, well, not really this level, but recommending that I play some early versions of the game, so I guess we're gonna hop in and check it out. I did fix the sound on this because I was having issues where there was no audio. Hopefully it didn't mess with anything. Let's just jump right in, get going. And here we are. So, yeah, this is a very early, oh god. Oh, look, it's the Void. Off to a good start here. Remember, this is an early version of the game, but, anyway, so yeah, we're playing through Industrial Jungle. I'm sure you guys remember this level. This was level 3 in the retail game. For starters, it looks a little bit different. We're still in the old stream bed. You'll notice there's going to be some similarities. There's going to be some differences. If you go back and read, there's a very early walkthrough of the game that if you go back and read that, you'll see that this has some things from that were cut from the later game. Especially there's one part in this level that is just like completely different from the retail game. It's pretty cool, so we'll go check that out. We'll check out as much as we can here. Oh, she holds the rifle gangsta in this version of the game. Okay, well, we'll definitely be taking that because that's funny. You'll notice there's also a watermark on the screen. That is part of the early builds of the game. I don't actually know whether I can get rid of that or not, so we're just going to have to deal with that for now. Maybe I'll double check if I play another one of these and see if I can get rid of it. Oh, we have a raptor here. Just blow him away. You'll notice, oh, he doesn't, does he have sounds? No, he does. He just doesn't have a bite sound. It sounds like, oh, he's tough, too. Oh, he's taking a bit of a beating here. Does the gun just not do any damage? What the fuck? Come on. Oh, God. And this gun sucks so hard, too. Like, the hunting rifle has, like, such a shitty rate of fire. Okay, this dude's just Chuck Norris over here. Rest in peace. I'm just gonna fuck off and get away from this guy. So yeah, you see the Raptor model is completely different. Well, completely... hard to tell. Hard to tell if it's a completely different model. It looks like it's maybe the same model as in retail, but obviously completely different texture. It actually looks more like the Jurassic Park 1 Raptors, which is pretty cool because I always kind of... As much as I like retail Trespasser style... Oh, I seem to be invincible, too. I kind of dislike that they didn't stick with the movie designs for a lot of the dinosaurs. So you get, like, you know, those red raptors, those yellow raptors, fucking Tribe C raptors that I oh so ever love. I kind of wish they'd kept them more like the movie. I know the Tribe A raptor obviously looks like the Lost World raptor, but none of the other dinosaur designs really do. So is he still following me? He is, shit. So in the retail game, the raptors won't actually follow you very far because they have anchors, which are invisible, you know, square objects that you can't see them, but the dinosaur is basically scripted to stay near them. I don't know if every dinosaur in retail has that, but I know a lot of them do. So, yeah. Anyway, here we are. This is, I think, yeah, here's the pond, which is where the friendly raptor is. Fellow, do I call him a Let's Player? Do I call him a Trescom guy? I don't really know. But my colleague, my friend, Nick, who, again, check his channel out. I've linked it in previous videos. I will link it here again as I've mentioned it. Yeah, it turns out that the raptor that's by that lake is actually friendly and won't attack you. I did not know that, so I kind of just blew him away and mowed him down. But anyway, here we are. This is where the kind of deeper part of the gorge starts. I think in retail, this is actually where you see your first Tribe B raptor. But you'll notice that here we have some interesting looking objects, which look, I'm not going to say what I think they look like, but anyway, suppositories, I don't know. So this is the famous Lincoln Logs puzzle. I believe I mentioned this in my retail playthrough. These objects do exist, and I think in build 96, but they're under the ground and you can't get at them. But here they are in their full glory. Unfortunately, they're a bit too heavy for me to move other than this one. But what you're meant to do here is you're basically meant to stack them like the old toy Lincoln Logs and make sort of a structure with this. I'm assuming you use this thing too to get up there and cross the gorge. But I'm going to keep moving and see if I can get by without doing that, because obviously it doesn't work. I'm sure if I try to stack them, the physics will just glitch out and they'll explode and some crazy shit will happen. So we're just not going to do that. Because that'd be bad. That would be bad. Okay. Anyway, Mr. Mackey turns into King of the Hill, apparently. Well, it looks like we can keep going. So, yeah, obviously the ground textures are completely different as well. A lot of other things are kind of similar. I think there's more vegetation. Some of the textures on the plants are different. Like this bush here is a little more bluish green than it is in retail. Oh yeah, okay, so it looks like we have to get up here. So, let's try going this way. I've been having some weirdness going on with my microphone again. Hopefully, oh Jesus. Okay. Well, that seems to have worked. I was gonna say I've been having some weirdness going on with my microphone as of late again. It's weird because the volume when I record with the NVIDIA thing that I'm usually using, it's fine, and then I try to like use my mic on Discord, and everyone tells me I'm really quiet, so I'm like, what the fuck? Very strange. But anyway, the terrain textures, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, you'll notice they're very different. All the earlier builds of the game all have different terrain textures. I don't know when they settled on the final ones, but even in Industrial Jungle in Build 96, which is one of the last builds that we have before the game was released on build... Is it build 116? That's the final build? Anyway, oh yeah, this is where the Red Raptor is, by the way, this area here in retail. Looks like we can't get up there, which in retail you can. You can just advance down the stream bed, so it looks like we got to get up there. So we will do that. I know in the retail game, a lot of people will wonder why there's so many of these logs crossing over the chasm. The canyon, chasm, gorge, thingy, whatever, riverbed. Well, it's because originally, according to the walkthrough, this area here, as I understand it, was meant to... You were supposed to have to cross above the gorge on these fallen logs here. This area was going to be called the Blighted Forest, which I'm assuming means that the trees were all... I mean, it says in the walkthrough they were all supposed to be affected by tree blight, so the ground would have fallen away and there would have been a bunch of dead trees here. And basically, you would have had to jump between platforms on the edges of the gorge, as well as on logs, which were crisscrossing the gorge. And if you fell into the gorge, you would have to watch out because there'd be an Albertosaurus down at the bottom of it. So I'm guessing this would have been probably one of the earliest places you saw the Albertosaur. But anyway... Guess we'll just cross here. I don't know why I am. It looks like it's easier to traverse the other side, but whatever. Okay. So this area here, actually, by the way, we're actually standing above where in the retail game, because in retail, obviously, you'd be down in the gorge here, but this area right here, this boulder roughly seems to correspond with where the falling Jeep is that you shoot down on the Raptor, and then you get the little rock that says "No thanks required. The pleasure is all ours" by Max and Steven Spielberg. Yeah, that's where that normally is, but of course we're kind of above that, and it doesn't seem to exist in this version of the game, so... Not a whole lot going on, actually. I seem to recall there being more dinosaurs in this, but maybe not. I mean, I don't think I've ever actually played through this, so... These early builds, I mean, I've looked at them extensively in TreZed, but I don't really know if I've walked around them that much, mainly because I was assuming there wouldn't be a whole lot to see, and I seem to have assumed mostly correctly. But anyway, here we are coming to the end of the stream bed. You'll notice this area looks a lot different. This, of course, is where you walk out of the gorge and the T-Rex is waiting for you at the exit with a couple of raptors. That's the same area as this, which maybe I'll put up screenshots of these places I'm talking about, the retail version, so you guys can kind of compare and contrast. But I can, like, I've played this game so much, I can literally, like, visualize it in my head. Okay, here we have a T-Rex and a tricyclops. It's pretty cool. T-Rex looks a little different. Let's go check them out. They still haven't activated. Oh, there they go. Oh my god, what the fuck is this? Oh my god, the Triceratops, it's long. Look at him. Oh my god, it's even weirder than usual. We have a longaceratops here. What the fuck? Okay, and we have a T-Rex too, which is obviously different than the retail one. This one looks more like the movie, but it has a super low-res texture. Pretty sure this is ripped directly from the maquette of the green T-Rex in the movie. It's pretty cool, though. I like the way that looks. This long Triceratops, though, this is a completely different thing. You know what this makes me think of? I don't know why, but for some reason this Tricyclops makes me think of clogs, like the Dutch shoes, the wooden Dutch shoes. He just looks like a clog. Longaceratops. Oh, God. sorry to all Dutch viewers. But yeah, he looks like a shoe. Oh god, like he's getting even longer over there. Let's get the fuck out of here. I can't handle looking at it. Maybe we'll talk about something a little more useful, which is let's talk about this area. So this giant flat area with the ground that looks kind of like, well, it looks like shit. This texture. Yeah, this area is in retail. Obviously, it's a big valley where the T-Rex chases you, and then there's a Parasaurolophus over at this end. And then you go down into kind of a gorge. Well, the gorge doesn't actually exist in this version of the game. Instead, this whole area here, this big flat kind of dirt area here, was actually supposed to be a big lake. And there wasn't going to be a T-Rex or a Triceratops. Basically, what would happen was you would have found a raft at the edge of the lake. And you were pretty much expected to use the raft to what would you call that? To pull your way along the bottom of the lake. Like you would have had a pull, and you would have had to push the pull on the bottom of the lake, which is obviously what we're walking on right now. And kind of propel yourself forward by doing that. Whether that would have worked or not, I don't really know. I've never tried that. That's something I should fuck around with when I'm in my testing level. I have my top secret testing level. I should really see if that works. I somehow doubt it does, but anyway, that would be cool. So this area about where we are right now is roughly where you start descending into the gorge in retail. Instead, here, you would have had to get off the raft due to, I don't know, reasons, I guess. And you would have ended up in this new area here with all these little islands. This was going to be a big swamp where basically you would have had to stay on these islands or walk down into the swampy, muddy area where you would have been slowed down, and there would have been raptors and all sorts of random shit harassing you. Random shit. I mean raptors and more raptors, because that's what Trespasser's all about. Here's the Biosyn helicopter, by the way. It has a different logo, I think, actually. Does it? Maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of the JPDS version, which I think has a different logo. But, yeah, here we are in the big empty swamp. Oh, you can actually hear there's frog sounds now in the background, obviously. I don't know if those get used in retail, but those frog sounds are obviously an indicator that the swamp actually exists. Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be a whole lot going on here, but, you know. That big mountain over there, by the way, that does exist in the retail version of the game, but you just never see it because of the fact that this whole area you're like way down in that big rocky gorge, right? This is I mean, I don't know if it lines up exactly on the terrain, but right now we'd be going through that big deep canyon where there's those three raptors, and there you have to cross the log at the top and all that. Yeah, that's where we are about right now. But yeah, we're coming to the end of the swamp, fortunately, because it's kind of boring. Can I bunny hop? Yeah, I can. All right, cool. I usually don't bunny hop because it makes that hup, hup, hup sound. Hup, hup, where it sounds like she's having a good time, shall we say. I often think, I'm like, you know, I bet younger people probably like these videos, like... you know, because kids love dinosaurs. I first played this game when I was, I think, 11 or 12, maybe. I may or may not have pirated it as a kid, but I seem to recall playing this a lot as a kid when I found out about it. Because weirdly enough, I had pretty much all the Jurassic Park games when I was a kid. Like I had all of them, like everything that had come out, Operation Genesis and before that. But I never had this. I didn't even know this existed. And when I found this, I was like, holy shit, there's like a first-person dinosaur survival game for Trespasser? Oh, and it's kind of shit? Holy shit, this sounds great, right? Like, and then obviously I found out that it could be modded, and I was like, oh, you know what? This game is actually kind of rad. Like, it's a shame the game is as buggy as it is, but, you know, barring the bugs, this honestly... you know, the diversity of the engine, the fact that we can mod it. I think I see another raptor there behind the tree. That's all like really cool. I'm kind of amazed that this game is as versatile as it actually is. Yeah, there is a raptor down there right behind those boxes. you know, if it wasn't, if you couldn't mod it like this, if we didn't have tools like TreZ and you know, big thanks to the guys who developed that. I think it's Andres James, I think. Andres. But anyway, yeah, big thanks to those guys, because without it, I don't know if this game would have had the enduringness that it kind of ultimately did. But let's throw this away. Get these. Ooh, got a Mac 10. We'll grab that. Nice. Second gun of the whole level. Kind of really betraying how this game was originally intended to be a survival game. People say it's meant to be a survival horror, but like, oh yeah, that's right. Guns are completely useless against these dinosaurs. They're pretty much invincible. Actually, you know what? This area right here, there's a beta screenshot of this exact area, and I'm pretty sure if we shoot our silent but deadly submachine gun here. Oh, okay, we killed him. So maybe the hunting rifle just is garbage. It's actually worse than it is in retail. That's saying something. I wonder if the sledgehammer is just as good as it usually is. Looks like we can swing it. Another thing I didn't mention, we have another model for Anne here, a very early model where she doesn't have the boob tattoo. She's kind of, she's a little flat in this version of the game compared to retail, where usually she has that giant rack, but, alright. So here we are. We're in Industrial Jungle 3. We have passed the area now where you would have had to jump down from that big rock that's in retail. It just straight up doesn't exist in this version of the game, and I don't know if it was added until... I somehow doubt it was added until a little bit later, but once they started kind of narrowing the levels down in scale and scope. Interestingly enough, I don't think the hunter plane is here either. I wonder if the obelisk is here. I somehow don't think it is either, but let's go take a peek. Could be, I don't really know. Yeah, the smuggler plane, I believe, is right over here somewhere, and I think it's not here because the smuggler plane was originally intended for the planes level, and the planes level we don't have any builds of, unfortunately, so I can't go and look at it and show you guys, but as I recall in the early walkthrough, it was supposed to be balanced on the edge of a cliff, and you were supposed to, like, get inside of it by balancing it out. Like, can you imagine how that would have worked? It would have gone probably pretty horribly. Like, I'm just, like, picturing, you get in the plane and, like, all the physics inside just go absolutely insane, and you die probably because you get clipped into the floor or something fucking insane, but... I mean, it would be funny, but, you know. Yeah, so sorry if there's not a whole lot to look at right now. You are more than welcome, of course, to skip further into the video. I know I would if I was watching this, because my commentary is not really adding anything. I don't really have much to talk about. I don't have much to talk about in this level. Oh my god, I almost had an amazing voice crack there. I almost turned into the squeaky voice T in there. Could you like fries with that? It's, I find, okay, I don't know if anyone else gets this. Here's a weird thing to talk about. I find when the weather is kind of dreary, which it is today, it's we just had a thunderstorm that just ended. But I find when the weather is kind of like this, does anyone else ever get like, you know, you kind of like lose energy, so you feel like you're out of breath sometimes? Because right now I'm talking and I'm like, I feel very tired. I don't know why. It's just, maybe it's just the weather. Like, is this like some atmospheric, like, thing that I don't know about, or is that scaffolding there in retail? I don't think it is. But yeah, anyway, does anyone else, like, obviously when the sun's not out, you don't have the sunlight reflecting on you, and then you know, you lose energy or whatever because you don't get any, like, vitamin C or whatever it is, vitamin D, sunny D. That's why it's called sunny D, right? Because it's like vitamin D and it's the sun. Where'd that gun go? Oh. Thought it just went to space. Okay, so we are coming up on the end of the level here. This is, I think interestingly enough, I think the road that you would follow, I think it's actually different in this version, because the road in retail comes all the way up here onto this hill. It looks like it kind of just ends in this version of the game, which is interesting. I wonder why they changed that. Maybe so that you'd be able to go up here and you'd be able to see the entrance to the town, which we are now approaching. This is where the level would end. There's that fence with the with the crane, but the crane was actually, was there a crane back there? I don't know. Am I hallucinating? Probably. But anyway, yeah, this is the end of the level here. I don't know if it actually has an end level trigger, and if it does, I don't know if there's an industrial or an InGen town level for it to load. So I think we're just gonna call it here. Sorry that it was a little bit boring. There wasn't a whole lot to look at. If you were interested in the early versions of the game, of course, this is probably pretty interesting to you. But if not, you know, skip this video. I know you've already watched the whole fucking thing, but skip it. Anyway, thank you guys and ladies. I'm going to end it here. I'll be back in a moment with some more Trespasser. Until then, take care, and I shall see you guys in the next video. And thank you to whatever user, thank you to whatever user recommended me that I play some more early versions of the game. I think I'll do that, but I don't know if I'm going to play too many of them because just because they're kind of empty and boring. I'll feel bad so if I, if I keep playing empty levels like this one. So instead, we're going to go check out something else. Until then, see you guys.